Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Muhammad Saidillah Al Banjari dengan NPM 21020100020 ingin menjawab UTS dari Bapak Fitra Ramadhani untuk mengisi nilai UTS saya. Oke, langsung saja. Yang pertama adalah aksen. Accent, the term accent has various meanings, banyak artinya, tetapi di speaking, an accent is an identifiable style of pronunciation, often varying regionally or even socioeconomically. It can be contrasted with a person's dialect, which includes regional vocabulary. Oke. Yang kedua adalah dialect. Among the synonyms for dialect, the word idiom refers to any kind of dialect or even language. Whereas patois, a term from French, denotes rural or provincial dialects, often with a deprecatory connotation. A similar term is vernacular, which refers to the common everyday speech of the ordinary people of region. Yang tiga ada stress. Stress is the relative emphasis that may be given to certain syllables in a word or to certain words in a phrase or sentence. In English, stressed syllables are louder than non-stressed syllables. Also, they are longer and have a higher pitch. English is a stressed time language. That means that stressed syllables appear at a ruggedly steady tempo, whereas non-stressed syllables are shortened. Yang keempat ada intonation. Intonation describes how the voice rises and falls in speech. There's 4 points of that. Number 1, rising intonation means the pitch of the voice rises over time. Number 2, falling intonation means that the pitch falls with time. Number 3, dipping or fall rise intonation falls and then rises. Number 4, picking or rise fall intonation rises and then falls. Oke, selanjutnya ada receive pronunciation. Receive pronunciation atau biasanya disebut RP is an accent, not a dialect. Since all RP speakers speak standard English, in other words, they avoid non-standard grammatical constructions and localized vocabulary characteristic of regional dialects. Received pronunciation also regionally non-specific. That is, it does not contain any clues about speakers' geographic background. Selanjutnya ada articulatory phonetics. Articulatory phonetics is the branch of phonetics concerned with describing the speech sound of the words, language in terms of their articulation, that is, the movement and or positions of the vocal organs. Oke, selanjutnya ada velum atau soft palate. Velum is a membrane or membranous structure typically covering another structure or partly obscuring an opening. Selanjutnya ada alveolar. Alveolar is consonants or articulate with the tongue against or close to the superior alveolar ridge, which is called that because it contains the alveoli or the sockets of the upper teeth. Selanjutnya ada dental. Dental sound involve the tongue tip or active articulator making contact with the upper teeth to form a constriction. If a sound is produced where the tongue is between the upper and lower teeth, it is attributed the term interdental. Selanjutnya ada bilabial. Bilabials or bilabial consonants are a type of sound in the group of labial consonants that are made with both lips. Bibir atas dan bawah ya. And by partly stopping the air coming from the mouth when the sound is pronounced. Oke, selanjutnya ada vowel. In the phonetic definition, a vowel is a sound such as the English a, o, produced with an open vocal tract. It is median, or the air escape along the middle of the tongue. Oral, at least some of the airflow must escape through the mouth. Frictionless and continuous. Oke, selanjutnya ada consonant. A consonant is a speech sound that is not a vowel. It also refers to letters of the alphabet that represent those sounds. Z, b, t, g, and h are all consonant. Consonants are all the non-vowel sound or their corresponding letters. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y are not consonants. In hat, H and T are consonants. Okay, selanjutnya ada squa. A squa is a vowel sound in an unstressed syllable, where a vowel doesn't make its long or short vowel sound. It usually sounds like the short U sound, but is softer and weaker, lebih lembut dan lebih lemah suaranya. The squa sound is the most common vowel sound, and the only speech sound with its own special name. Jadi squa itu memiliki nama spesialnya sendiri. Ya, selanjutnya ada quadrilateral. So, quadrilateral itu ada sebuah diagram yang berisi informasi tentang vowel. Itu. Oke. Selanjutnya ada diphthongs. The word diphthong comes from the Greek and means two voice or two sounds in phonetics. A diphthong is a vowel in which there is a noticeable sound chain within the same syllable. A single or simple vowel is known as monophthong. Jadi diphthong itu adalah dua fonetik atau dua huruf yang dibaca bersamaan. Kalau yang satu huruf itu namanya monophthong. Oke, selanjutnya ada triphthong. The nucleus of a single syllable may contain three vowel sounds that quickly glide together. These sounds are known as triphthongs. There are three triphthongs that are generally agreed upon in American English, like awe, aye, and ue. Oke, selanjutnya ada vocal folds. The vocal cords, also called vocal folds. Jadi vocal cords itu bisa juga disebut vocal folds ya. Are two bands of smooth muscle tissue found in the larynx voice box. kotak suara. The vocal cords vibrate and the vocal cords bergetar dan air lewat melalui kotak suara dari paru-paru untuk menghasilkan suara. Itu. Oke, selanjutnya ada Adam's apple, also known as the laryngeal prominence, is the cartilage that wraps around the front of your larynx or voice box. The name Adam's apple possibly come from the story of Adam and Eve in the Bible, where Adam ate an apple, the forbidden fruit, which became lodged in his throat. Jadi maksudnya Adam's apple itu adalah jakun. Ya. Jakun. Adam's apple itu jakun. Oke, lanjut. Ada cartilage. Cartilage is a material made of something similar to bone, but has a less density than bone, or is called cartilage. Jadi cartilage itu semacam tulang tapi lebih lunak. Biasanya ada di hidung tuh. Tulang hidung biasanya. Nah, itu kan tulang juga cuman lunak gitu. Oke, lanjut ke arytenoid cartilage. The arytenoid cartilage are pyramid-shaped structure of cartilage found in the larynx, which are essential to the production of vocal sound. They're located on the lateral part of superior border of the lamina of the cricoid cartilage and help from the cricoarytenoid joints. Okay. Selanjutnya ada glottis. Glottis is the opening between the larynx and the vocal cords through which air flows into the lungs. Jadi itu semacam kayak jalur terbuka atau jalur penyempitan antara larynx dengan vocal cords, di mana udara melalui itu, glottis, melalui si glottis tadi. Oke. Selanjutnya ada aggressive pulmonic airstream is a progress in which air comes out of the lungs into the mouth and then makes a sound. There are three variations of the aggressive pulmonary airstream sound. Number one is variation intensity. We can produce high intensity sounds such as shouting and low intensity sounds such as whispering. Oke, jadi intensitinya itu bisa kita hasilkan dengan nada tinggi, contohnya seperti berteriak, atau nada rendah seperti kita berbisik. Number two is variation of frequency. When the vocal folds vibrate very quickly, it will produce a high frequency. Otherwise, if the vocal folds vibrate slowly, it will produce a low frequency. Jadi frekuensinya itu tergantung getaran. Kalau getaran yang terjadi di vocal folds atau vocal cords itu semakin cepat, maka akan semakin tinggi frekuensi yang dihasilkan. Sedangkan sebaliknya, apabila vocal cords-nya getarannya sedikit atau lambat, maka suara yang akan dihasilkan pun akan jauh lebih rendah frekuensinya. Okay, number three, variation in quality. We can produce sound that have different qualities such as fast, heavy, mothering, or discordant. Jadi variasi dalam kualitasnya juga bisa kita keluarkan, seperti saat kita berbicara cepat atau ketika suara kita berat, sama seperti saya sekarang, dan maupun kayak seperti kita berteriak ataupun bergumam. Okay. Kita ada phonation. This shows grade level based on the word's complexity, nouns phonetic, rapid, periodic, opening and closing of the glottis through spiration and apposition of the vocal cords that accompanied by breath under lung pressure constitutes a source of vocal tone. Tipe dari phonation ada 4. Yang pertama, abduction or adduction of the vocal folds. Yang kedua, constriction of supraglottal structures, adjustment of length. Number 3 is stiffness and thickness of the vocal folds. Number 4, elevation and lowering of the larynx. Oke. Itu ada plosive. In phonetic, a plosive, also known as an occlusive or simply a stop, is a pulmonic consonant in which the vocal tract is blocked so that all airflow ceases. The occlusion may be made with the tongue tip or blade. The tongue body, lips, or glottis. Oke, yang terakhir ada fortis and lenis. In linguistics, fortis and lenis, strong and weak, sometimes identified with tense and lax, are pronunciation of consonants with relatively greater and lesser energy, respectively. Oke, itu saja yang bisa saya jawab dari UTS yang diberikan oleh Bapak Fitra Ramadhani. Sekiranya ada kesalahan, saya mohon dimaafkan. Saya sudahi. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.